Hello and welcome to an update video for my Super Train Station project. This is version 1.13 and for now this is finished. So to anybody who is seeing this station for the first time, this is what I call my Super Train Station. I give it that name because this has the end game of it being absolutely massive. To be like 5 platforms wide, infinitely longer, maybe double the length at least. It's going to be so much more taller. It's going to be just super crazy. That's the ultimate end game I have with this station. However, given the current state of it and how much room it's taking up and how much room I have left to really work with, I am happy to call this finished. It's going to be temporary, I know that, and working on this in the future is still going to be tedious and it's going to happen in its own time as this update comes out. I don't know how long after the previous, so yeah. This is version 1.13. The previous version was 1.12. The only thing I've done to update this model is to work on these two wall pieces here. So again, to anybody who's seeing this for the first time, this is actually modular. There are sections of the station that can come apart, so it's easier for storage. And in the future, if I am able to go to a train show, or a Lego show rather, it'll be easier for me to transport the whole thing, put it in some bubble wrap and get it into a bag ready to transport. So yeah, I'm going to give you a brief look at the station. This is its temporary complete form. Again, I do have plans to come back to this in the future, but I may as well show you everything that the station has to offer. I'm not going to go in super detail because given where it is and, you know, trying to get in there all in one take, having to lift things off, it's going to be a bit tricky. I've also done videos in the past where I've showcased certain sections in previous update videos. So make sure you're checking that out. There is a dedicated playlist for this model, so there's plenty to go through. So yeah, let's start off with this platform here. This is a double layered platform. Not in the sense where obviously anything on the top can actually reach the coaches, but it's more like a communal area. This is a small restaurant slash cafe, depending on what the brick says in there. Yeah, that says restaurant. Okay, so it's a restaurant. There's no real details in here. Things are quite minimal. If you look on the bottom, we've got a few advertisement pieces there, a few benches, some timetables, but even then, that's pretty much it. There is going to be more details added in the future, but they're going to be smaller details, and that's things I can just do on my own time. So this is a staircase leading to the overpass. I was using a lot of different bricks to kind of pull this off. You can see here where it kind of splits. So that's where the modular sections peel away. But don't worry, it's not like that on any kind of purpose. They are all nice and solid when you put them together on a smooth surface. This is a carpet floor. It's naturally not like perfectly flat. So it's going to peel away like you can see it doing there. So going to the overpass, bring way over here, the only kind of removable there are sections over by the cafe, the restaurant rather, in particular, that can be taken off so you can see inside. Here is another one of those sections. This is 10 studs wide. It's again simple, but it does the job. So we have a clock in there. I think there's one on both sides. Yeah, just to kind of give it a bit of symmetry. Plenty of minifigures going across, plenty of space as well. And on the top of this roof piece is a massive clock. I like the idea of there being a massive clock on this station somewhere. Don't really know where else it's going to go, but for now, that will do. Right, time for me to turn around. It's too difficult for me to really take any sections apart to get a better look. So hopefully, as long as I don't get my fingers in front of the lens, we could get a look at the station on this side. There we go. So this is actually somewhat more realistic, a little bit more simpler. There is the gate on this side for staff members of the station to come to the goods yard. So previously this was its own 2 lines that would be used for other trains, you know, whether it's express, freight, it doesn't really matter. I suppose express is more relevant because this is a station. But this has now been connected to the main lines, as you can see here, and that has been turned into a dedicated goods yard. I think that was a better idea because having it all linked up like this kind of makes it look more realistic. It makes it look more like a section from a railway, and that's the first time I've been able to really pull off this look. Just to give you a little teaser for the video that's coming out after this one, I've got some signals here. Didn't really know what kind of signals I wanted for this railway. The good old traditional signals from the steam era is something I considered, but given that I've got a clean sort of modern look to the station and using a lot of white bits, white bricks rather, I think that sort of design is something I would find more suitable for this railway. There's a small crossing over here. This isn't a vehicle crossing, it's a staff sort of walk-along crossing. It has its own special name. I've been told this before by my dad as well. I said to him, could you give me some help in terms of, designing it so I know what goes where? He said, yeah, there's a special crossing for staff members to go across. There's a signal box that's going to go there. But yeah, that's got its own name, don't know that. The signal box is going to be shown in the video after this, and of course the signals we will have a closer look. But all in all, that is the Super Train Station version 1.13. This is a remarkable project. I will be coming back to this again in the future, absolutely. But I have no idea what I'm going to do to really improve upon this. It's massive, it's gorgeous. I love the station a lot, and again, that end game of it being absolutely massive is still going to happen, but this is going to be a while until it really gets somewhere. So if you want to see more on this train station, there is a dedicated playlist on my channel where I go through the work in progress, where I go through previous versions, any of the updates and upgrades for this model. It's absolutely fascinating to look back at how this thing became this station. So be sure to check that out in my channel. Thank you all ever so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next episode. Bye.